Hey guys, how's it going? I want to talk about the Xbox Project Scorpio. When the PS4 and the Xbox One first were launched, or about to be launched, Microsoft tried to implement all these couple policies that didn't sit well with gamers. One being that it had to be online 24/7, and two being they want to block usage of used games for whatever reason. And it kind of put a sour taste in everyone's mouth. And PS4 has been crushing them with sales ever since. And it's actually to the point now where Microsoft has actually stopped posting how many sales of Xbox Ones per month have been, they've been selling. And to this day, PS4 still posts how much they've been selling, and every milestone, they just keep throwing those out there. It just goes to show that the PlayStation 4 is crushing Microsoft in the market as of right now. So PS4 has always kind of shadowed the Xbox One. Everyone always says, you'll hear it from anyone, that the PS4 is way more powerful than the Xbox One, which it's not true. But Xbox One's trying to make a power move here with this Project Scorpio. Microsoft and a lot of game developers now are saying that it's going to steal that title away from PS4 for quite some time until they try to make something even better. Xbox Scorpio is Project Scorpio is gonna be able to have 4K capability and run games full blown at 60 frames per second nonstop. Now I've heard different numbers from different interviews, but according to developers and Microsoft themselves, apparently the Project Scorpio is 4.5 times, 5 times more powerful than the current gen Xbox One right now, which would boost it way above the PS4 Pro. That being said, something that's going to be that powerful running at 4K, 60 frames per second, it's going to have a high price point. That was just my speculation. But then I confirmed that when Microsoft came out and said that the Project Scorpio is going to be more expensive than the original Gen 1 Xbox One. And in the Canadian market, that thing was at $500 or $550. And then I researched it some more, and Microsoft are speculating that the hardware are going to have a price point around $800 at release. That being said, you could be seeing speculation because they've talked about it. They haven't fully announced it, but they've talked about it. And with the way the gaming industry is going, the market's going, that you could probably speculate you could probably see an Xbox VR headset coming with this console. Now, if they could pull off, I'm not saying that in VR it's going to be 60 frames per second and 4K capability, but if they could pull that off, that $800 price tag might not be that bad. But if it didn't come with a VR headset, even if it did come with a VR headset and it didn't run the games at 60 frames per second, 4K in VR, and it was just kind of similar to, I don't know, the PSVR, even somewhere in between PSVR and HTC Vive, it would still be worth it. But if it was an $800 console, even if it's being 4.5 to 5 times stronger than the current gen Xbox, $800 is super steep. Plus, the normal consumer, a lot of these consoles are bought for kids at Christmas. Like, a lot of these people that are buying these don't even have the 4K TVs to see it at that resolution, or even the accessories to help boost it to that. It's kind of crazy, this $800 price point. So that being said, if it comes with the VR, sure, it's worth it. If it doesn't, it's not. I don't think it'll be worth it. Another reason why I think if it doesn't come with a VR headset, $800 price point isn't worth it, is because game developers and Microsoft staff in interviews have come out and said that the games will be backwards compatible. Xbox One games will work on the Project Scorpio, and it sounds like Project Scorpio games will work on the Xbox One. That's another reason why I think this is just an Xbox on steroids. Is not going to be a lot different other than the specs. Well, I mean, it's still a lot different, but the majority of people aren't even going to see the difference because of their setups. Yeah, and so that's another reason why I think the price point's a little bit steep. Microsoft's history with this thing could scare me a little bit too. If the price point is too high, they're not going to get the sales. And knowing their history, I'd be scared to think that they would actually cut off games from the Xbox One. So games that came out for the Scorpio, they'd be like, nah, it doesn't work on the Xbox One. You got to come give us $800 before you can play these new games. And that's the kind of thing with Microsoft's history that kind of scares me. But all in all, I think 2017 is going to be a really exciting year for gaming. You've got the Nintendo Switch coming out March 3rd, and then you've got Microsoft announced that 2017 holiday season is when they're going to launch the Project Scorpio. So it's going to change the market. Like we're going to see huge like leaps and bounds changes in the market for gaming industry and just in gaming in general. So we'll see where this goes. We'll see how PlayStation counters this. We'll see, you know, how the Nintendo Switch handles this. Like how big of a heavy hitter in the console war are they going to be? Just in general, we're going to see the Project Scorpio as everything Microsoft's claiming it to be. But again, in the past, Microsoft has, you know, lied about things. Anyways, ladies and gents, that's all the time I have for today. In the comment section below, let me know if you guys plan on buying this Project Scorpio, and if you're excited for it in general. And tell me if you think it's actually going to beat out the PS4, because, I mean, this console war has been going on for a long time, and we'll see who takes the title, I guess, come holiday season 2017. But yeah, if you like the video, give it a like, give it a thumbs up, and if you like the content, subscribe to my channel. I put out daily vlogs every day of every week. So yeah, anyways, take it easy.